One Piece is only good for a couple of arcs. It shouldn't be considered one of the greatest anime of all time. It should only be considered to have one of the greatest stories of all time. You can have great stories and the rest of your shit be trash.
Okay,
What do you mean by couple
before we jump, Carlito.
There has not been a meaningful death since Ace and Whitebeard.
Before we
Those
jump,
deaths cause growth within our characters. Deaths other than those really didn't have any emotional hits. They had their sad moments, they had their fucking flashbacks, but there was really no growth or emotional hits after that. The last real, true, great fight was Luffy versus Lucci, the first one. The second fight was rushed, over animated, and trash. Luffy versus Kizaru, trash. Luffy versus fucking Kaido, trash. Gear 5 transformation is trash. After Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy, everybody else is useless, and that's pissing me off because Jinbei deserves more and Frankie deserves more.
No death besides Ace and Whitebeard was impactful or emotional. Corazon's death was impactful or emotional.
Who did it impact?
Law, Sengoku, the Marine. You said what?
To do what?
What you mean to do that? He was on a mission. Literally, Law taught him to keep living. Law was ready to die.
My fault to keep living. If I was about to die,
literally, if you're able
that's what I would
to keep living, and then the kid has the most OP power that's still necessary to this day. That doesn't matter. And he literally stole and yes, you're talking about impact. He literally stole a devil fruit that the world government was looking for. To like the devil fruit bounty is even higher than Gear 5, and Corazon was able to steal it. Give it to Law. Like he was on a mission for that fruit, for the movie.
It's not as heavy as I'm looking for deaths that are as heavy as Ace and Whitebeard.
For example, how did Ace you were saying, I just want to hear, how did Ace how do you feel like it impacted the story, his death?
It caused,
I know it definitely impacted the story. I just want to know, like, what's your explanation there?
My explanation, it caused Luffy to one, lose sight of himself and lose sight of what he was actually doing. It actually caused him to want to get stronger after it was pounded into him by Rayleigh. That he can't dwell on this death. It impacted Luffy's life so much, he literally froze. He stopped. He was blank. He did not know what to do. And he didn't want to move forward until Rayleigh was like, "You need to get over this shit. Niggas die every day."